Rolling?
We're rolling.
Say action? Do I? I don't know.
Just say
You do not say action. No, we're keeping it in that. We're keeping that in there too.
So I don't say action.
You don't say action.
All right.
That by the way, that was Jalondra, our costume designer and marketing specialist, in the back there. And we're keeping this in the video in action. Hi everyone. No, I'm just playing because let's get serious. Yeah, we got that.
Who was that?
We got
Who
it.
said that?
Actually, that was Jalondra, our costume designer and marketing specialist, who likes to tell me what to do. That just yelled action. Hi, I am Dashawn DeBose, the director and executive producer for Ashes Never Rest, and I'm here today with Frankie Midnight, my guy.
What's up? Frankie Midnight here, actor, musician, and I play the role of Khalid.
So Frankie, if you can, please tell me what it was that helped you establish a connection with the character of Khalid, and also, too, what was it about the character when you read his lines when you did get the role that sparked something within you?
Well, the connection was, so as I mentioned before, originally I read for Darrell.
Yeah.
And Victoria hit me up on backstage and was like, hey, I want you to read for this character Darrell. So I read. I was like, okay, it's not too bad. But then I saw the other breakdowns. I'm like, oh snap, there's more roles. And then I saw Khalid. What stood out to me was the conflict that he was going through, the internal conflict, and that's something that I kind of related to. I mean, in all honesty, it was one of those things where, I think as people we go through different. We always have conflicting emotions that we go through on the daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I think the sleep is getting to you. You might have to cut.
No, we don't have to cut. No, you being honest. No,
right. But yeah, okay. So go back to the question. One, it was a good part, and I've been waiting for a part like this as an actor.
Yeah.
I just came off another film that I did, which was dope, which was supporting, but this was like opportunity to do a lead part, and the character had a lot of dynamic to it. Like, as I mentioned before, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, and I deal with a lot of things that test my faith every day. We all got like our inner demons and everything, and I don't want to say inner demons. That sounds worse than what it actually is. It's really just, nobody got demons in them. That's fucking crazy. It's more just trying to stay on the right path. You feel me? And trying to make the right decisions for your life. We have a lot of, like, for me, I have a lot of distractions that come in. It's hard to stay focused. I'm a full-time actor, so yeah. I mean, I was like, okay, I can have a lot of fun with this character, because I see what he's going through.
Yeah.
I see the internal conflict he's going through, and I want to. This would be a nice challenge,
It's funny, like I was going to say before, that you mentioned that the size you received were for Darrell, because when I saw you, the only character I had in mind for you was Khalid, and then two, it was like I remember receiving those emails back, and your agent was just saying he's not going to audition for any other role but Khalid.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I respect that. He's standing on business. He knows what he wants. Let's see what this guy got. So the fact that you actually got the real side is hilarious to me, because that was never what I saw you for. But I'm happy it worked itself out, because I don't think that audition would have went as well. I don't know how I don't know if I could see you as Darrell, but Khalid immediately it resonated with me. I love the take you've had on the character. You definitely brought depth and emotion to the role. So I'm happy that worked out in and of itself, because Darrell is crazy, but
yeah. I mean, I feel like I definitely could have put off Darrell. Hey, look, I'm not finna toot my own horn, but I think I could pull off almost any character, given the opportunity. But I don't know. I just gonna pass up on Khalid. That was too good. It was too good.
Oh no, yeah, it's never a question of if you could execute the role, because you showed me the range in and of itself. It was more of a question of,
but yeah, in context,
it's like
I don't see anybody else outside of Otero playing Darrell.
Yeah, it kind of like with Jeff Martin, man. When he came in an audition, he was just like, this is a guy who deserves more screen time. I got to get him a role that makes sense for him. I can't just get him something that he's one and done. Yeah, he was kind of the same thing with you. But with this film, ultimately, what are your hopes for this project?
Well, So yeah, we shot this in Atlanta. I drove from MIA.
Yes.
And what was about 10-hour drive.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it's not bad. I ain't complaining. It I think it should. What you put into this is what you get out.
Yeah.
And I believe. I mean, what I hope for this project. I don't know. Like I feel and I believe that it will do great things. You know what I'm saying? It will go where it needs to go. I would love for this to really for a lot of people to see it. For us to build a community behind it.
Yeah.
I want to do more films with y'all. Like I want this film. Like I hope that this film could be that key that opens the door for us to then be in that position to make our own films, you know, in the business too, like have our own little piece. It's so funny too, man. Like the main reason why, I know we were talking about this before, but people were like, yo, why did you drive all over? I mean, one, the script was good, the story was good, opportunity was good, and before I got this, I had been praying to God, you know, because I really, you know, I really try to be a good servant. And my wife Simone, who was my rep and, you know, communicate with y'all.
Yeah.
I had been talking to her, you know, just like I've been in this business for a while, and you know, to get to the point, I've been in this business for a while. I work with different agents, and I was like, you know, I need God to be my manager and bring me like the work that I need to be on. You know what I mean? And so I prayed, like, really, really prayed to find a community. Like, okay, where's my Ryan Coogler? Like, where is my Martin Scorsese? Where is my like team of filmmakers? You know, as an actor that I could get with, you know, collaborate with. Yeah. And then this came up. Now,
yeah, and that's why you know, on my end, I definitely didn't want to give up on you, because at first it felt like we were gonna lose you. Yeah. Like early on, I'm like, oh man, he got another project, trying to get him accommodations and travel. Was like, man, it was a whole thing to wrestle with. But I immediately told Vicky, the casting director, I'm just like, yo, we're not putting out any signals, you know, SOS flares or, you know, sounding off or anything else. We're gonna play this cool, keep it quiet, and we're gonna proceed forward in faith. Like, I believed in you, and I believe in this film. So if it came to, I'm like, hey, we'll give you an answer by, I think it was like Wednesday. You told us on Friday, and I was like, we'll give you an answer by Wednesday. Basically just giving myself time to kind of like work out the situation, and also like come to the conclusion of, if there's nothing else I can do, all I can do is give to God and proceed forward. And I think when Wednesday came, it was just like, oh man, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this guy here. And you just circled back, and was just like, you know what, we'll still do this project, you know, for free, just to be part of this. And that's why I was like, oh yeah, we gotta push it. We gotta make sure he's here, because if he's willing to commit to something like this without, you know, the compensation, without any guarantees, you know, this is someone I want to work with. Not just now, but further down the road. Jalondra, my marketing specialist, the person who likes to boss and call to action.
Laptop keeps locking.
Your laptop keep locking up on me. Yeah, she has this laptop here seated in front of me, guys, and it just locked on me. And we're not cutting that out either. Alright, cool. We're saying right out. No, we're not. It's gonna say right there.
I'm trying to work better on getting to the point of my answers, because I can fucking talk, bro. I can just talk.
That's what I think. That's all creatives. Everyone, we all ramble bit. I will ramble the hell out of this, but we know why I'm not gonna ramble. It's like 2 in the morning.
Right.
But to the next question. What was the hardest scene for you in this film?
The hardest scene. You know, the hardest scene was probably, I think it was day 4 when we did Leah, my mom's scenes.
Yes. Okay.
Because that was the first day where I really had to kind of tap in emotionally.
Yes.
The other days I kind of just been like static. You know, I've been coasting. You know.
Yep.
And even with the build-ups, it was slow, but it wasn't like I didn't have to go there. But that day was like tough, because it was the first day I had to really like, okay, I gotta bring it all out. And I think that day helped me get to this day, because this was another day where I had to bring it all out. But yeah, it was probably that day, and that was the day of choking. I'm like, I don't know, that was weird. It's like it was weird, but it's just like Khalid is going through so much, man. and to, you know, got choking his mom and just going through all this stuff and arguing with her back and forth and just being really angry. And for me, like it's like I see a lot of things I have in common with Khalid, but I'm also very contrast. I'm very, very respectful of my parents. Like even if they, you know, I don't know. That's when y'all see the movie, y'all see it's crazy because I probably would be on some same Khalid type stuff, but it's just that was probably hard. It's just like choking out Leah, choking out Tiff.
So I'm thinking, because this actually goes like right into that next question. What headspace did you find was the most difficult to tap into? Like, was that scene there?
Yeah, it was that scene there. It was because, again, you know, I didn't really have anything to pull from. I'm not that kind of person. You know, like I've never done that. Like I've never. Yeah, I don't know. I had to pull from a place where it was like, okay, I really had to tap into Khalid in his context of the actual story. Yeah. You know, like why he has all these emotions built up. Because even for me in real life, you know, like when I can get very angry, but I choose not to get physical. There's no need for that. Right. You know, unless you know, there's really no need for it. You know, there's really no need for it. But in this case, I mean, he's getting literally possessed. So, but I've been there too when I was younger. I've been in those places where I could have easily went left. You know, and I know how that feels. Like I know how that dark spirit feels. So I think I had a little bit of that to tap into, but actually getting into it and it was that was a challenge.
That was an intense scene in general. That was also one of the most dialogue heavy, emotional heavy scenes. Period. I think that scene was really when we all had to get into our creative bags. Even I think that was the scene the first time we did the long take. Yeah. In which we were just like, okay.
Oh so from the kitchen all the way to
that was the first time we really just executed a long take on something, like to get as many shots as humanly possible, and it looked beautiful. Yeah. This is so. I have one more question. It's not listed here, and it's a very particular question. How often do you wear shoes with no socks?
Never, bro. Unless I'm in the house, but I gotta wear socks with shoes on.
You sure? Because I feel like you tapped into that aspect of this character. There's a lot of madness in this film. When you watch this movie, you're gonna be like, what was what's the thought process? What was the director thinking? And I want you to know the director wasn't thinking anything because that was not me. The madness, a lot of the madness, in fact, was Frankie Midnight. I was just there. I walked into the room. This man has on shoes with no socks.
Is that a thing though? Like, do people not wear shoes with no
socks? The one I just heard it was definitely the cameraman because he was also very much confused.
I mean, I wear socks when I wear shoes. I wear socks, but I just thought that wasn't that big of a deal. But I guess that's fine. It's good that it's not because it just shows headspace he in. He didn't even think about it.
He had lost it, y'all. The whole crew was just like, what are you talking about? We still just in the, I don't know who's weirder on the set, him or Jalondra. We got some things going on.
Yeah, she's swallowing chewable pills.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff going on in the set that's just absolutely insane.
Well, Nick walked into a door. Didn't you walk into a door or something?
Yeah, Nick walked into a screen door. Oh man, y'all just gonna throw my DP under the bus like that? That's crazy. That's crazy, but that's real. Man, Frankie, I really enjoy working with you on this project, man. It's been amazing. You know, we've talked throughout the film. This experience with everyone. This is all of our first time working together, and for it to mesh so well. I've been looking for that cougar. I hope I can be that guy for you. Yeah. You know, I definitely don't want to put myself on par with Ryan Coogler or any of these guys, but I really hope I can be that guy for you, and we can continue working together, proceeding forward. You know, and you can work with this team in general. But man, thank you for doing this interview. Thank you for extended time. Apparently, I'm gonna look over.
I have a statistic.
She has a statistic because I'm sitting here and I'm about to close, and she's like, "No,
I want to give a shout out.
I need this.
I need to give a shout out to my wife too, Simone, because she's been with me from day one. She's always been with me from day one, and she's in a car right now, like knocked out. But she's been just so supportive. I probably don't know. I don't know if I could have done this without her. Yeah. You know, definitely couldn't have done it without God. But God put people in your life. Yeah. And she's definitely one of those people. So
when I found out she was your agent, it made so much more sense because when your agent, your wife, was speaking, I'm like, this is someone who genuinely cares about him, but is also very much protective of him.
Yeah.
Like, you could definitely tell she was like, no, he needs X, Y, and Z. This has to be done a certain way. And then also, too, gave you enough space to really pursue something that you were passionate about and to really be involved in this. So it was like when you first introduced me to her and you're like, oh, this is also my agent.
Yeah, she's my manager.
Yeah. So when you told me that, I'm like, now it makes so much sense because this person was just like, they loved you enough to allow you to pursue this with no guarantees, all gas, no brakes. I mean, like you mentioned, you drove up from Miami a 10-hour drive.
She was right with me.
Yeah, right with you. Like, in the car with you, a 10-hour drive. And nonetheless, she stood by you. Like, what agent is going to do that but someone who genuinely cares about you and wants to see you pursue the things you care about? But Jalondra, what is that statistic that
what's the statistic?
What is it?
Okay. So speaking of tap in, it says ChatGPT says Black individuals, especially in low-income urban areas, are more likely to experience severe trauma such as community violence, assault, and intergenerational trauma. In your opinion, Khalid, how do you feel like this film kind of portrays those traits amongst the relationship between your character and his parents, including Darrell as like a step?
That's a really good question because, so I think this represents sins of a father. Sins of a mother, sins of a mother, sins of a father, and that's something that a lot of us go through, especially in the community. The choices that our parents make, we have to pay for that, and clearly, it's literally showing like Khalid is literally being affected by the choices his parents made. I don't know if I should say too much. I want to give the film away or the plot away.
You can say enough. You can say enough.
Well, I mean, as far as like the plot and everything, but clearly in the film, I mean, everything that Khalid is going through is directly because of the choices his parents made. And as far as that being related to the community, it's a clear representation of the community. I think anybody from what this film could do, especially for people in the community, is to kind of put a mirror up and show, just kind of help the community understand, because sometimes we don't even know like what the problem is until it's presented. And most people don't. I mean, I like to have faith in people. I don't think people want to choose to do bad stuff or be bad people. It's just the circumstances, and they get so caught up in the conditioning of their circumstances that they don't even realize what they're doing. So this film could clearly show that. It could clearly show a person from the community like, look, this is, if you relate to this, it's probably because of where it's rooted from. You know what I'm saying? And when you can pinpoint the problem, you can then solve the problem. So, I feel that this definitely touches on issues in the community on that level. It could possibly be a resolution too. I mean, art saves lives, and
absolutely,
this is art.
Well, I mean, that's why this film was executed as a psychological horror, because I wanted to touch on topics and have conversations about things that we kind of, I feel like we've normalized. And by using horror to provide this ominous and disturbing sense to these things, forces people to look at them in a very different perspective.
It's horrific in real life.
Yeah, it's very much horrific. So using that genre as a means to really force people to be uncomfortable with these things, like, with the violence and so forth, the things that we've made part of our day-to-day lives and our day-to-day experiences, really showing how disturbing these things are and the effect that it has on the individual's mind is really the objective of this piece, and executing it in the way that we did. So I'm happy that you were able to really pick up on that and it resonated with you almost immediately. But I think that's also why we've all meshed so well, because you've all made a point of being true, or at least trying to be true to my vision, the DP's vision, the team's vision in general for this project. But if my marketing specialist and costume designer has no further statistics or questions for me to ask, are we good?
Nick gonna be mad.
Nick,
but I do have one more thing. I need this
Nick
stuff.
is ready to kill Jalondra.
I need this stuff. I'm so sorry.
What time is it, Nick?
2:43.
It's late.
No, let Nick tell me the time. What time is it, Nick?
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
Yeah. Small problem. Hey, I'm coming out.
What were you saying, Jalondra?
I'll get you on the way out. I'll get you on the next interview. I got it. Never mind.
We will get him on the next interview because wifey just called and my DP is ready to go home. So thank you all for watching. Yes, and definitely tap in and tune in to Ashes Never Rest. It'll be released via Patreon. Limited releases there, guys. Definitely tap in and watch our project so you can get a chance to see my guy Frankie Midnight in front of the camera.
Sure.
Thank you, and have a wonderful night because I'm going to bed. Night.